Don't worry, everyone on here is pretty much a noob now.
Dude, status.
It's
We've all
been
lost
so
our mad
long.
skill.
Yeah, but according
No,
to
no,
Jose, they kill
I'm
everybody.
talking about all the other players. They're all under 200 again.
Oh.
You'll see the random lobbies with 400s and stuff, but
We're
not
throwbacks.
not as fucking bad as it was.
Man, it's been a while since I've hopped on this. This is crazy.
I retired from this.
Yes, you did.
Okay, I got stuff to do.
Crap.
I feel like loading in the game's overloading on me. Like it's
Okay.
there's
So we
all
have
this
a
stuff
minute.
popping up.
And then we're live.
Alright, I'll announce what we're doing and then you can take it over.
Go for it. You better start running. Oh, can you hear? I'll start counting down from 9. Y'all can do it in your head. Once we get to 9.
10, 13,
No, 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 no.
24.
Beat your ass. Where are
Hut,
you?
hut.
68, 94, 13, 12.
I hate you all.
78.
Destroy the armored
23,
Foxville.
22.
Okay, 9, 8, 7.
Hello, fellow 8-bit heroes. This is going to be one of our streams, but unlike the rest of them, this is a very personal stream for us. Recently, we lost one of our best gamers that we game with every week. We've been gaming with him for years and years, and unfortunately, he lost a battle to cancer recently. So this is his farewell stream where we talk about our favorite memories and our fondest memories of him. The atomic dog. There will never be another like him, Mr. Brian Devitt.
Yep. Oh, Grandpa. So we were thinking of going around and, you know, as his friends, we were gonna give the best memories we had of him. The funny ones, the crazy ones, the not so crazy ones. But yeah, so you guys can go around and introduce yourselves at least, you know, so everybody knows who they're talking to for now. Why don't you start, Ryan?
One.
Well, you always go
Me?
by Ryan. I'm just Darth. You know that.
So,
Right, yeah. Gotta separate you guys.
Alright. Well, I guess I'm Ryan, or Sheen, or Sabi, or people, we don't know what your name is.
Coming at you.
I mean, we go way back as far as NCA. I'm sure most of anybody that comes in's probably met either from me at FSU who is in here. May have actually met him first. Luke haven't figured that one out yet.
It's a mystery.
It definitely is a mystery.
It's a mystery.
We may not know. But as far as that, I have tons of memories. I'm obviously going to swim through everybody's, but I'll chime in here and there with a few.
Okay.
I certainly don't want to be the first one to, well, I guess I will. Obviously, first memory is everybody probably knows we are huge college football sports fans. There's no love lost between Michigan and Michigan State, so that obviously started off our relationship when we first met each other. Wasn't always a brightful one, because, you know, it's a bitter rival.
Not to mention the stubbornness between both of you.
Oh, yes.
I guess that was what made you guys good friends. Quasi, why don't you
Oh, I
come
mean,
pick me up?
I mean, I'm just saying at the end, at the end of the day, I mean, it's all fun and games. And we, some people can't win that. We obviously can, but it's, game time. It's, we may hate each other, but after the game, it's a different story.
It's kind of like you fight and you become like best friends at the end because you have a drink. So it's kind of how the
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean, the first time I had a cookout over there was for the football game. I wore Amish. And the first thing I walked in, his wife said, "Oh, you're wearing the ugly colors today."
Wow.
I mean,
Hey,
it is what it is.
she's awesome though.
I'm gonna keep it PG, so I mean, it definitely was funny.
I mean, she's gonna hear you, so I'm just saying. Next time she sees you, she'll be like, "Why you say that in public?"
She knows.
Yeah.
I mean, those were both first. Like, that was the first time I really met him in real life, and then, that was kind of how we met. Like, old school NCAA football game.
There you go. How about you, Darth? What's your first memory of Atomic?
I met Atomic through Ryan here, so first time I met Atomic, from what I can realize, was, I believe it was in a party and we were playing Warframe. I met Ryan through GTA back when I was hitting up with this old crew, and he was telling me about this game, Warframe, and he's like, "Man, you could do so much." I tried it, and I joined the party, and I could just hear this guy in here. He just sounded so lively at the time. He was, he definitely was someone that I respected off the bat. He was very helpful, and I was very young and had a lot of growing up to do, and he had a lot of patience with me. You would always hear this guy laugh when I would play video games, because I'd be so overconfident at the time, be like, "Oh man, this game's great, look at this, I can slash, I can dash, I can do all these things in Warframe," and in the background, now that I'm into it, he was laughing because of how arrogant I was. He's like, "Wait until we get him into some serious stuff, we're gonna blow this kid's mind." And that's exactly what he did. Atomic's amazing. I mean, this guy, we've gotten into a spat only once that I can remember, and that we'll save that for another time when Drew's in here.
Yeah.
But because Drew loves that one. But Atomic was probably the. I guess I would say I don't have like a ton of father or male figures in my family or life that I looked up to, and I like to think that the way Atomic and I would have our down to earth conversations, and he gave me a lot of life lessons for me growing up. That he was probably the best granddad that I could ever hope to meet or have in my life. He was just a great person overall to play games with, to talk to, and he had some amazing stories to tell me about him growing up around the same age I did, and he was living in the moment, and I could say that he was living it better than I did.
I'll get there as soon as I can.
Yeah, he definitely had stories. So many. But yeah. Who wants to go next? At least the first time you talked to Atomic, or first time you.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and chime
Go
in.
for it.
Yeah, so I'm FSU. I met Ryan was saying, I don't know if I met him first or met Ryan first. I just know they were together, but I know we met through a mutual NCAA friend of mine, and yeah, I mean, right off the bat, just those two, the synergy, and just how straightforward he was. Like, you know, he didn't sugarcoat anything.
Nope.
Like he would, if he didn't like you, he told you. And
Yeah.
and Ryan is the same way. They both were just the same way, and they're, you know, even when they get into their little spats, I'm like, y'all just alike, y'all. I don't know why you're arguing.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure most have heard that too.
Mhm.
yeah. So you know, I mean, he's a great guy. He told me a lot of stories, and like even in personal life, when I was looking for work, he was, you know, always say, hey, I know this person. They can hook you up with a job over there. I know this person.
Yep.
And I mean, that's the real life situation. But in games, dude was a genius. I'm not even kidding. Like, he was slow when we were playing Warframe, but you get him on any of the Dark Souls content, dude's a genius. Like, I was playing Dark Souls on the PC, and everybody was on chat. I was on the PC playing, and he was basically telling me point A direction, where to go, which way to turn, and he wasn't even seeing my screen.
He was helping
telling
you
me exactly
cheat.
what to do.
That's why you loved him. Helped you cheat.
Yeah, well, he was, you know, he was my personal guide.
Ah.
And you know, Ryan can tell you. Ryan sat right there and was like, dude, he knows exactly where everything is at because he's played that game so many times. And I was like, yeah. And
He did love Dark Souls. Like that blew my mind too. I do remember that night.
yeah. I was sitting. I listened to exactly what he was saying, and it was, you know, everything worked out. So you know, it was, you know, he's, man, it's rough to hear that he's gone, and you know, because he was such a good dude. But I think you know, it's a great time for anything, you know, and he's off to greater and better things. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say.
Alright, who's next? Oh no, it's Quasi. He would go from straight nice to just mean grandpa all at the same. It's just like, oh god, no. Yep. Oh. Yeah. How did you meet him, Quasi? Ah. Mr. Boomy.
Mr. Boomy.
He introduced a lot of people to Mr. Boomy.
And some people didn't like that too much.
No, a lot of people did not like Mr. Boomy.
He made me go out and get a Mr. Boomy, a bunch of us.
Because he was having so much fun with it. FYI, Mr. Boomy is a large tank. Which he named Mr. Boomy. Yep. I just realized that we were saying Mr. Boomy, nobody knows what we're talking about, so.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sorry.
Well, thank you
Quasi,
for that.
just
got run over.
He just got run over. Ah, that was funny. Sorry. But yeah, he... Did you now?
Yeah, well, now we're leaving you behind. See ya.
Oh, he can't get in the car. Oh, dang, that sucks. Oh, crap. Yeah, it is horrible. I mean, be glad at least you're not getting chased by cops. Alright, back on track. Jose, how'd you meet, Atomic?
I met him while fighting him in GTA.
Ah. While fighting him.
Yeah, he was with a couple of other our mutual friends now, and we were all having a free-for-all shoot 'em up in town, and he was being Atomic, talking a lot of smack, and he just had me laughing so hard. It was unbelievable, and I almost immediately like was drawn to him and just became his friend. Because
Yeah, you guys seem to
it-
like punishment, so just saying.
Yeah, it's fun. It's it's what I've always said and what Atomic agreed with 100% was it's a video game.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be fun.
Crap, I'm stuck.
At the end of the day, you just want to play and enjoy it with your friends.
Yeah.
It's not something that is life threatening or life ending or defining. It's just a game, and that's the way he played. He played for fun. He played, yeah. You always have your instances where you get on each other's nerves, or you do something that shocks the other person, or like. But it was always fun. It was always, at the end of the day, just fun.
Yeah.
And that's why I was drawn to him, and
Nope.
we ended up being in the same
Dang it.
crew. We ended up creating
Yeah.
an empire that a lot of the guys that have played that game with him will agree with you with this, is that
Yeah, he was loved.
it was, we had a force in the game. We were known, and we played together, and we had a lot of fun, and I can't say I've met many people that dislike him, and most of the people that dislike him are because, well, most of us dislike them because they're jerks.
Or
they-
Mr. Boomy.
yeah, or Mr. Boomy was introduced to them from the wrong end.
Not from the inside, is what you're saying.
No, you're definitely not the inside.
Yeah. GTA, I can say genuinely it was really fun every time it was played. No, I don't want to get caught by this. So, alright, who's next? Has everybody gone?
Mud?
Yeah.
Get him, Mud.
Same way you met him, Jose.
You probably blew him up though, Jose. I mean, Mud, you probably just flew around and destroyed him. I'm not
Yeah,
getting
pissing
good at
him
this. I
off.
can't talk and do this at the same time.
You kept talking on the mic all the time.
That's what he does. Mud doesn't talk, he destroys. It's just like a walking force of
Man, a few
nature.
words.
Yeah. And usually they're, oh crap, I'm going to land on you.
That was some of our finest moments with Atomic together, Mud, is you and me flying for him, and you taking me through mud air courses and making it sick by turning the plane upside down and in circles, and he gets nauseous.
Oh, I
No,
remember that he
no, that
hated
was
that
me.
crap.
The
was
best
me.
one was the deluxe,
Yours.
though.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
Ryan.
That's-
Ryan loved to mess with him too, just turning upside down. He's like, stop it!
Well, I saw Mud started it, and I did it, and Atomic be like, don't do that crap that Mud does. with
You know
me.
what?
That
I'm
stuff
tired
makes
of
me
your
nauseous."
crap, Ryan.
Oh, you want some? I don't think you want this.
That's definitely
Okay.
I think she did. I think she did.
I need to run
She
for
knows
my
what's up
life.
now.
I need to run so hard. Run! Your life. Get some help. Oh, he's coming. No! Oh, I need to run.
I didn't expect a rocket launcher to start the party. Jeez.
I was trying to.
I was expecting Mr.
I didn't
Boomy to come out
expect
of
it.
nowhere and start blowing us up.
It was
but
baby Boomy. I so don't want to die. He's going to kill me. No.
No, that's exactly the kind of stuff that Atomic would get involved in, like right off the bat, something like
He
this.
really would. Okay.
I don't know how many. There's a bunch of us in here that remember Jennifer. A very young girl.
Jenny?
Started playing
Oh
with
my god,
Jenny.
right?
Grenade Jenny, yeah. And
She
for
was
some
a
reason,
beast.
she just we actually befriended her because
Oh, it's
she
Quasi.
blew Atomic up with one single grenade. She blew
In
up
the
his
air.
friggin' Deluxo
In
out
the-
of the
Ah!
Straight to the chase.
You son of
I
a-
heard you were
air. After that,
air.
it was like, okay, we have to be friends with her. She is awesome.
She threw that in the air.
She
And
got me a
hit-
lot of times with the grenade too.
It's a DeLorean.
Unbelievable accuracy. Just I could never understand it.
That's all she
And
had
all
was a grenade.
the friggin' yelling that came out of Atomic that day because of that one grenade that caught him in midair, man. It was so funny.
But he couldn't do too much because she was like a little girl. So he had to deal with his frustrations alone. It was so great. Because normally there's so much expletives happening when that happens to him, but it was a little girl, so he didn't want to cuss her out. He had to silently seize.
And she was the most violent little thing. She would like run up to you and start punching you like instantly. It didn't
Or
matter what
shanking you
were
with a
doing.
knife. Like that was
And
Oh,
Atomic
man.
loved it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He encouraged the
loved
hell
it.
out of that. Oh, it's just a wooden barrel.
He would tell her to go after somebody. He'd be like, "Look at this person. Go kill them. Go kill them. Here's money for grenades. Go kill them."
He would totally
Yeah,
encourage her
yeah.
violence. Oh yeah, it was fun. He was fun. But yeah. So is that everybody or?
I think yeah, that's pretty much all the introductions and our first meetings. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go around and do our favorite moments and then we'll rotate out. Because there are so many people.
I was gonna say favorite moments. We're gonna have. You're gonna have one long video.
No, just like your favorite moment. Not like we can't go through all the moments.
Oh Lord.
Buy one, and we will open up the best nightclub the West Coast has.
It's hard to pick one. I mean, that's me personally. This is Jose, by the way, guys. I didn't introduce myself before.
I kind of said your name in passing. It's like,
Yeah, you said it a few times, but
Hold up. Jacob didn't go.
oh yeah, Jacob didn't go.
is he still here? You still here, Jacob? I think he's just handling the stream. He'll get to it eventually. He's not going anywhere right now.
But it's an introduction. So, you go that far out of order?
Jacob met Atomic through me. I kind of met Ryan and Atomic together, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. And then he was always like really nice to me. And I loved how he was like, he was extra nice, right? But he wasn't directly ever mean to me. So, like, my friends had this thing where they called me Bubbles, and it really irritated me.
Uh-oh.
And he, you know, everybody was like, "You're Bubbles," and I'm like, "I'm definitely not Bubbles." So, randomly, throughout time, when nobody was talking about Bubbles, he would just come in the party and be like, "You know, I can't believe that they call you Bubbles. You are nothing like Bubbles." And it would just start this whole mess of conversation, and I'm just sitting there like, I know you tried to make that sound like you were defending me, but it totally wasn't. You're just starting crap now. You just started randomly, out of nowhere. He would make fun of me while pretending to defend me, which I don't know how he would do that, but he would master it somehow. He's always very protective of us too. Yeah, you guys remember when anybody tried to kill us in GTA or in any kind of game? And
He was the first person to go attack them.
Yep, track him down. Yep. But yeah, it was funny. But yeah, that's my favorite part of Atomic, is he's extremely protective. In every
loyal.
sense of the word, yeah. Ow! Extremely protective, extremely loyal. But yeah. Okay.
I would probably have to agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been through like a ton. I mean, obviously he was more like a dad to me, and then obviously here recently,
Yeah.
he obviously him and my dad both kind of found out about the same time that they had cancer, so it was.
Yeah.
He kind of helped me through that, but at the same time, you know, deal with his own problem.
Yeah, he always put other people
So,
first.
I mean, oh yeah, he always did. But I mean,
Yeah, he
everybody's
didn't-
kind of said it. You know, if he didn't like you, he didn't like you, and he definitely would tell you that he
Yep.
He's just one stubborn guy.
Yeah.
There was no
But,
convincing
you know,
him
Changing
otherwise.
that man's mind took a lot of effort.
Took prayer. it took Jesus. You just couldn't do it. Nope. Cause he wasn't having it. Nope. And when he let you have it, boy.
You knew you did something
You don't
wrong.
have to remind me.
Ryan knows what that's like. He went in.
What?
Yeah.
He went
Yeah,
in, he
Darth
dug
knows
in
what it's
deep, and he
like.
left it there.
Yep, and then you would come out of nowhere and be like, you know what? You were right. My bad. So sorry. Didn't mean to disappoint
And
you
then
like
he
that.
came out of nowhere, and he was like, no, I'm bad.
Yeah, it's fine. You're fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. He forgave quickly.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you acknowledge whatever the
Yeah,
problem
where you went
was.
wrong. Yeah. I mean, he forgave and he moved on like nothing happened. So, you know. But, yeah. The one thing about his arguments is that if it was a smaller argument, it would escalate to like a 25. Go way past 10. Like, it was never like a little argument. It would go from like a 1 to a 50 in 0.5 seconds. That would escalate so quickly. We were all kind of like, alright, we doing this right now. Okay. But then he would love you just as hard. You know, he'd care about you just as much. And he never stuck to the game. It was always like, if any of us needed something, any of us had any problems whatsoever, he would either give you advice or he'd try to figure out a way to help you somehow. And it's kind of how he became everybody's grandpa or father or some kind of figure in your life. Yeah. Alright,
I think some of my favorite moments with Atomic, when we're just playing the game, you're gonna be like waiting to do the next mission with this guy, and you just had a full-blown conversation out of nowhere. You're like, Atomic, nothing. Atomic, nothing. And then all of a sudden you hear,
You're like,
yeah, I'll be
oh.
like Atomic, and he'd be like, oh, what? I was resting my eyes.
I'm not
That's all I was
asleep.
doing.
I'm
good.
not asleep. I'm not asleep.
I'm not asleep. I'm good. I'm good.
There's the parking spiders.
You I used
He's
to
like,
tell him he
"Oh,
was
no, I got
pretending to be a motorcycle real quick. You know, it's cool.
No.
Yeah. Spiders
Hey,
though.
in his defense, there is such a thing as parking spiders.
Oh, right,
They
right.
are just located in Australia. I don't know how they ended up where you live.
They migrated just for him, obviously. And they bark in a very weird way. No, it sounds a lot like snoring.
Honestly, I think one of my, this is Jose again, one of my favorite memories of Atomic was we were doing like little missions in GTA, and somebody came by, I don't even know who it was, and shot a couple bullets at us. No killing, no destruction of any property, just a couple of bullets. And all I
Man made a
remember is
mistake.
like 4.5 hours later, we had lost about 20 times the amount of money that we were actually delivering at that point. And we were in a full-blown war with I don't
whole
know how
server?
many people. It
I
might have been the
remember
whole
that.
server.
It was the
It
whole
very
server.
well could be the whole server.
I remember
All
that.
I know is that we went from somebody put a bullet in his car to, okay, we're just going for a full-on, let's see how long we can last war.
I think we won that one though.
We always won our server wars. What are you talking
I was
about?
gonna say, we rarely ever even
I
came
can't.
in close because we were just,
Most of those fights ended in at least $2 to $3 million
I'll go get in the car.
loss for us.
But they were worth it. Those
and we'd
raised
end up
ADRs were
with
worth it.
4 tanks and 3 jets and just rampaging on everything.
Yeah.
Pressers, everything.
Yep. There was orbital strikes that were called on us.
And the funny thing was, half the time it was just the wrong person just shooting at Atomic at the wrong time.
So true. Or
It didn't
shooting
matter
at
who it
somebody. It
was
didn't
all
have
the
to be
time.
to Atomic. Could have been anybody. They shot any of us. It was a war.
Yeah,
And you know what?
he'd be on the other side of the board and somebody would die and he'd be like, oh, it's time for Mr. Boomy.
Yep.
And Atomic had that effect to where if someone messed with him, everyone joined in.
Yeah. Because he
Like,
was
as
just
soon
like,
as I
somebody
heard
just
someone
killed me.
messing with Atomic, I was like,
were like, where?
oh, here we go again.
Yep.
Bringing out the Deluxo, the Jets, bringing out Mr. Boomy Jr.
I feel like people
I
didn't
called mine
understand who
I
they were
called mine
messing
Junior
with.
because he had the bigger one.
Can you imagine how devastating that was for that one person? Then, like, he shoots one guy and then 15 other people come out of nowhere, the Deluxos and bombs. Just
The
wail on him.
best time is when we cornered one guy with like 4 or 5 tanks. Not the small ones, the Kanjalis.
He just kept killing
They're
him.
going in
man.
alleys, chasing them.
He left the server. I feel like we're telling everybody that Atomic's a bully. I don't think this is going in the direction it should be going.
Not so much a bully, just he defended those he cared about.
True.
If you were on that list of people that he cared about, his loyalty was beyond reproach in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
He was there for you, and like I said, it was in fun and games because at the end of the day, we were all laughing and we were probably, speaking for myself, I mean, I'm not a young guy, and I was sitting here giggling like a little kid half the time with Atomic because we were just doing the stupidest things. And just having fun, enjoying life. And then that's... I don't want... Yeah, we don't want anybody to think that he's a bully, but, you know, he did defend those he cared about.
Look here. Atomic, he was great. He was a bully, though. He was the best bully.
There he is.
Absolute best bully. I know, but I mean, I just remember not only gaming with him, that was always fun, but everything outside of that, you know, just in general, just being in the party with him was always a fun conversation. Even when, you know, you and he had a disagreement, it was always cool because he never really took it to heart. You know, as long as you was respectful, he was,
Right.
you know, he was always a cordial guy. You know, and if you had any age on you, you knew that, you know, that gentle giant that he portrayed himself as was a mask. He wasn't really, he wasn't really gentle, but he was a great guy. I always used to bounce ideas off of him, just, you know, from a parenting perspective, because he had been there and done that as far as kids are concerned.
Yeah.
And he always had great advice as far as that was concerned, and it always came with the stories.
Yep.
Always came with a story. He always talked about his kids.
His grandkids.
And, you know,
loved
and his grandkids
family.
and just different stories about them and, you know, just the things that the little adventures that he and his wife went through with them. And that was always fun.
Yep. Yep. And it always turned into a life lesson. Like, no matter what it was.
I just know that I
life lesson.
always wanted to try out some of them desserts his wife was making because that's the only thing that would get him off
Oh,
the
he
edge.
kept talking about her cooking too.
And then you're like, oh, she's making
It's
this.
dinner time.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's like, oh, I gotta go. Ooh, ooh. Honey, you're the best.
Thank you.
Oh. Oh.
Thank you. That's all I hear. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Yep.
Let's get a few people in here.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and drop out.
Yeah, can you guys call in a couple of guys, and then they'll come in and go from there.
But before I go, I just wanted to ask one thing.
Go for
that
it.
I never really figured this out. So I know there was another name that Ryan would call him. They couldn't call him Beefy. Where did that name come from?
What, Beefy?
Beefy? Beefy. Yeah.
That was the NBL name.
Ah, right. That's where I knew. Okay. Gotcha.
He went by Beefy and then he changed it to Sirloin. So that's
Lord.
I will kind of add like while we're shuffling people in and out. So anybody that really knows him, like any of his names he's ever been known by is always like if he ever created a character in any sports game or anything, it always was some form of beef.
Meat.
Like his head coach, like I've seen, you know, like head coaches in like Madden, for example, would always have some kind of meat resemblance, like sirloin of beef or like Mr. Cheeseburger or something. Just, you know, always something like that.
Yeah.
And
He
I
was
also
funny.
just remembered too, I was out getting a drink that we always got asked, because we always, me and Thomas, one of our main things like back in the day at GTA was doing Base Invaders, and we always did it with just the two of us, and that people would always ask us, there's no way you can do that too by yourself, you know? And I just remembered that I actually made like a how-to video to do it on YouTube with two people, and he was the person, obviously, that was in that video. So we'll also get that around.
Yeah.
I just want to say I have a lot of respect for the man for the fact that this dude worked a lot in his younger life and explored life itself, and this dude retired from a better age than what most people would want to retire at. This dude successfully lived his life the way he wanted to. He worked, he got married, he had kids, he retired, he was stable, he was happy, which is more than what most people can say. I mean, that's why I talk to him a lot. Try to figure out what he did right and what I could do better. And all I can say is that for anyone who's ever talked to them, that talk to them and learn stuff like that, that they take it to heart.
Nice. Hey, Matt.
Hello.
So, tell us the first time you met Atomic. What's the first memory you have?
It was late at night, and nobody else was on the server. I joined the server, and he's like, "You want to make some cash?"
That was his main tagline right there. Hey, you want to make some cash?
Sure. He's like, "I'll show you the quickest way to make money."
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, sure. So, the next day I joined up with his crew, and we just started running back and forth across town, making money, selling everybody's stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where I met everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Well, what I loved about it was that, you know, there were people who were like, you know, we can cheat the system and we can get all this money without having to work for it. And he was like, nah, I earned all my millions in this game.
Oh yeah.
You gotta earn it.
Yeah. You didn't have to buy a single shark card by doing it.
He really
don't say
hated
that too
those
loud.
things. No! Don't say. Oh, he hated
Rockstar's
those
gonna
things.
be like, "Oh no, we can't have this."
Oh, yeah, they're gonna shut this whole podcast down. Like, no. You don't have the right to show
Well,
our
my
stuff.
My roommate
Bring it on,
bought 3 of
Rockstar,
them.
bring it on.
My roommate bought 3 of them just to try to keep up with the money that I was making.
Yeah. And like, what's your favorite memory?
Every time he fell asleep.
Every time you fell asleep was your favorite memory.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my lord.
All the different ways we tried to wake him up.
Oh god, yes. Tell him about that.
Don't
tell
tell
him.
him now.
Yes, tell him all.
Barking spider.
The
I
barking
wasn't sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
The one time we went through, I don't know how many different things we said. I don't want to say them all because other guys need what they need to say.
Yeah.
My favorite was my wife's like, "You're giving out free lap dances. Say that one." So I said it, and he woke right up.
He was like, what? Where?
What? Huh? What?
He said, what? What?
Yep.
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
Pretty
Where's
much.
this happening? It's because everybody was laughing with him, but it's like you can't do anything about that. Is that why he was so scared of elevators? Because when I was playing Conan, he was just like, you know what, just use the stairs. That's all you need to do is just use the stairs. He was like, don't touch the elevators, don't worry, 'cause they suck and they kill you. And I was just like, you sound really traumatized, Atomic.
Yeah, yeah.
They would glitch out on you.
He's like, don't do it, you're gonna die. I was like, but the elevator works just fine.
Yep. Every time I got in an elevator with him, he's like, you gotta squat. You gotta squat when you get out of an elevator. I'm like, okay.
I'm glad he didn't transfer that to real life. It's like I have real life STD. I mean, PSD. Jeez, that was wrong.
PTSD.
PTSD. I can't do the letters anymore. It's so wrong. I just imagine him walking into a real elevator and squatting down. Just random people walking in. What are you doing?
Sir, are you okay? It's the elevator, man.
They glitch out. They glitch out. But yeah. He was always really proud of his cars on GTA too.
Oh, he get mad when I accidentally scratch one up. Every time. Are you standing on the hood of my car? You scratch that, I'ma kill you.
He would too.
And I was just like, oh my god. And he did. One time he did. All I did was accidentally bump into it. He was like, alright, here we go.
That's it. That was
it. Yeah.
He blew you up.
Hey, at least he was nice to you. I got Mr. Boomy called on me half the time.
Yeah, he just shot me. He didn't get Mr. Boomy.
Yeah.
You got a mercy kill.
You got punishment. Mud gets everything else.
If Atomic, if you are on good terms with Atomic, but he brings out Mr. Boomy, you gotta redefine good terms.
He wasn't dealing with your crap that day. That's what that was. She said, you know what?
You better learn how to negotiate real quick.
Yep.
Do we have a slot empty, or should I drop out for Steve? Steve's in here now too.
Oh, okay.
Eulogy?
I will check. Yeah, no, we're full. So we need to drop a few people out and put. Yeah, bring Steve in. Ask him the same questions. All right. Thank you.
Okay, I sent Steve the invite. He should be in a second.
Okay. Yeah. I feel bad that people are watching my stream because I'm not really doing anything. Somebody want to come and pick me up and do something crazy?
Yeah, just go outside. Go outside the door.
Right.
Well, I'm flying a plane, and while I'm flying the plane, I'm actually
I got him.
in my party invites. So I hope I'm not dead when I'm all upside down and going towards the ground.
I'm so rusty.
Are we still going?
Yeah.
Yep, I just
Okay,
sent
well,
invite.
I was gonna add, since we were on
way.
the kind of like the topic of him sleeping,
Go for it.
snoring and whatnot. Probably the most I have as far as like a memory or something like that goes would be obviously Call of
did that?
Duty Zombies.
You did. You got too close to the blaze.
Are you
He would
serious?
sleep.
The car killed me. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ryan.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm just saying he would he'd get so tired after 22 hours of playing zombies straight that he would just go sleep in the tree. And then after so long, like he'd feel one or two smack him, and he would like pull the trigger on his controller, shoot him real quick, and then he'd be right back to sleep. But after a couple hours, he'd wake up and be ready to play for another 8 or 10 hours.
He'd wake up and be like, I got him. What?
Yeah. I mean, that's where, like, I mean, this is before we kind of met everybody else, but, I mean, that's what we did. We would legit play zombies for a few days straight where nobody ever really went to bed.
Yeah. Hey, Steve.
Sorry. You're in thermal, aren't you?
Yep, I'm just waiting for you to move, man. Just
I
move.
can hear the explosions. You hitting the fence in front of me.
Locked down. Hey, Eulogy, what's going on, man?
Yeah, we're streaming, Steve, so we're talking about all the good things that we remember and our favorite experiences and stuff.
Yeah, I usually start with basically how you met Atomic. What's the first memory you have? Are you sharing your audio before we do this? Okay, go into your party settings. 'Cause I don't want to miss this. So, party settings.
Right.
Go to party audio, party chat audio, and then always allow voice shared or something like that. It says always allow.
Yeah, it's shared.
Okay, perfect. Alright, what's your first memory that you can think of?
I don't even know, man.
How did you meet him?
Being surprised that someone was older than Jose.
Dang. Jose.
Jose doesn't sound that old. How old are you, Jose?
Oh, he's ancient. Don't even mind him.
Wow.
Jose knows that I love him.
I mean, that's really it. I mean, that's what stuck out for me, was this old man was playing Grand Theft Auto. And then I met a really old man in Atomic.
But that old man could play video games.
He could.
Brings a little light of hope into us all. We could be that old playing this stuff.
Being that good. That man beat Bloodborne. I have all respect for him. That was his pride right there. One of the hardest games out.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I have the first memory. I have many. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's
I
things
know
that
it's
stick
hard.
out for me with Atomic. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of Donald Duck. You know, I remember the first time I heard him say Donald Duck. I don't give a, you know.
What?
For me, that'll always stick with me. Time to get Mr. Boomy.
Yep.
That's a big one.
That is a big one.
I'm a big fan of Mr. Boomy.
Mhm.
Probably what sticks out too for me is even though, you know, it is just a video game, he's a fiercely loyal guy. You know, he would throw himself tirelessly at anyone who would try to do anything to really not even harm but hinder the enjoyment of the group. You know what I mean? Like.
Yep. You messed with any of us in any way. I mean, you didn't have to do damage. You didn't have to do anything. Just we have to complain about it. That's it.
Yeah, I remember plenty of times being like, "Why would you shoot that guy?" And he would be like, he was close." I'm like, all right.
He was close to side here. He seemed to be bothering Jenny or I don't know.
Man. I mean,
sounds about right.
He was just a real hero, man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The guy had the heart of a champion, the heart of a hero.
Yeah, he was a good man. He was definitely a protector, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I made times when I have a tough spot, maybe with the kid, a tough spot, you know, he was always there for, like, some solid advice, you know, like, real, like, life experience, you know?
Yeah.
He was just a great guy. He was
Yeah.
a great guy. I've met many people playing video games, but I haven't met many better than old Atomic Dog.
Yeah. Yeah, he was impactful, that's for sure. Yep. And I mean, we've already mentioned the spiders, so that's fun. Get an infestation, clearly.
I hope they don't travel north to my place.
I don't know. You never know. I mean, you might get extra sleepy sometimes too. Side effect of the spiders.
I only live a little bit north of him.
Who knows? They migrate. I mean, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I only knew him like what 2-3 weeks, and he was sending me a CPAP mask because he knew that I was using those too. And I'm like, you don't have to do that. He had a big heart. So.
He did. Yeah, that's the thing. I was that the major theme is that he didn't treat gaming as just gaming. He treated us as family, and we were his community, we were his family, and yes, he would fight with us, and yes, he would have his moments of being aggravated with us, or vice versa, but at the end of the day, we were still his family. And, you know, we loved him just as much. So, you know, but, yeah. So, anybody else want to go next, or do we need to rotate anybody else out? Who's missing?
I'm gonna call.
Yeah, I think we were waiting for a couple of people.
Are we? Okay.
Some people left us. That's how I got Steve in.
Okay.
I don't have.
I don't have any more room, so.
Okay, so I'll drop in 1 second, and then you can invite somebody else in.
Haven't even in a plane yet.
We'll make another party, and then if
You guys
need
we'll
anything or anything, just send messages.
You got it.
But yeah, Atomic
Group message.
My last final thought on this is, you know what? Atomic was like my brother. He always gave me good advice. He was a union man just like me for years, and I'm gonna miss him dearly. And that pretty much sums up, you know, the way I feel at this current moment. So.
You snake in the grass.
Yeah.
That thing has a lot of armor.
Alright, the next person, let's see, I'm about to bring in Drew, because he's on.
Yes,
Okay.
bring in Drew so we can talk about this.
Alright, thank you.
And I gotta bring in Justin as well. He's still on.
I'm gonna let Jacob take over the conversation for a minute. I'll be back.
That's fine.
Alright, so, just thinking about all the funny Atomic memories. I remember when we were still all hyped up on Destiny, Atomic boy. You ever needed somebody to run with you through the raid or run with you through some missions, he was always available. I remember that. He was good for that. Same with Division. There's never a dull moment with him in the house. What's going on, Drew?
What's up?
Not a lot, man. Alright, so, Drew, when did you first meet Atomic?
I met my first memory in meeting Atomic was I'd already met Darth. I already met Darth and Friday, and I think I'd met you too. And I remember one day I got invited to a party with all y'all, and I get in the party, and I hear Atomic, who I didn't know at the time, going off on somebody, cursing him out, putting him in the play like he was going ham. And I didn't know what was going on, so I'm just sitting there quiet, but I'm laughing to myself because you know I love the drama. And I'm just sitting there dying laughing, and the whole time it was Darth who he was on. I mean, I remember what they were talking about, but it was just funny that he was he was going off on Darth, and I was just like, good lord. I was like, this dude is the coolest right here already. I already knew, like, just the way he was. And that was the first time I met him, and from there, like, I remember he was arguing, and then after he was done arguing, then he introduced himself. Like he was in there yelling, going off the whole time. Oh, man.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I remember it was right when Final Fantasy 15 first came out, and I was playing it, and Atomic, I don't know, he was saying something, something to the effect of making a joke about the game I was playing, and so I mistakenly, unfortunately, did not knowing that this was the wrong move, made a Yo Mama joke. And Atomic did not take kindly to the Yo Mama joke. This Yo Mama joke was so light, and he just didn't care. He went off the rails, man. We're talking like the entire day, man. He was just human.
Yeah, he was going
How
off.
dare you talk about my mother like that? You don't ever talk about my mother. Calm down, Atomic. It's okay. It was just a joke. I don't care if it was a joke. You don't ever talk about my mother like that. Who do you think? He used some colorful language too, but I'm gonna keep that to ourselves. But that was the one moment like I ever made Atomic mad, and I learned from that moment what to say and what not to say. And the very next day, I sent a message apologizing, just wanted the issue to be swept under the rug so we'd be all good, and he even apologized back. We were good after that, but that was definitely a learning experience.
Yeah, it was good times right there. Because I was going to say, the same way I heard him super mad when I first met him, you had said he had sent the thing back there. I remember you saying he had sent you like a long thing back to you telling he was sorry, and everything was cool. Like, nothing ever happened. I was like I say, I knew he was a cool dude. And from there, we always play games together or just be in chat. Even if we weren't playing the same game, just sitting there and talk. And listen to him. He was one of the funniest dudes I know. He had the greatest stories ever from his life. He had the best story. All he talked about is General Motors. No matter what you talked about, he got a General Motors story to match whatever story you talking about at the time. So yeah.
Oh yeah. General Motors, boy, he always had a great story about working at the factory in General Motors, and that, you know, there's always some foreman or somebody, you know, up above him as far as just the hierarchy of how the company worked that was always getting into it with him, and he always had to set them straight. And, you know, that was good time. What's going on, Terry?
Did someone just send a little toy RC car on me like
Lord.
that was weird.
That's how it goes. All right, Terry, we're talking about our best memories and how we met Atomic. So, you want to jump in? Tell us how you met Atomic. That's what's up. And what was your favorite Atomic memory? Is there anything that you could think of? That's what's up.
Did you try it out?
Now we gotta find out. We're gonna have to ask his wife what the place is called so you can go. That's what's up. Alright, let's see. Who are we missing?
Oh, I was
Hey,
going to say
Ryan.
another thing. Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead.
All right. Oh, Ryan, did y'all get everybody from the GTA crew?
For the most part, everybody that's on right now has been shuffled through, yeah.
Awesome. What was you gonna say, Drew?
I was gonna say another very good time with Atomic is you, him, and Justin.
Oh yeah.
That is the best thing. That's why I hope Justin get on. Cause
guys, make sure that you are sharing your voice to the party, because people can't hear you if you don't.
Yeah. Terry, go on your party settings and make sure that it shows sharing party audio. Okay, you changed it over?
Oh, so nobody could hear what you said before?
Alright, we're gonna have to get Terry over again. Alright,
okay.
Terry.
Sorry, Terry. Somebody just informed me, they were like, I can't hear him, and I was like, oh, my bad.
Alright, Terry, so yeah, again, tell us how you met Atomic.
Alright, I met him at the end of 2015 through PSN. It was probably, I was in a party with Ryan Loss and everybody else when I met him. And he's always been a cool dude, always kept it 1,000, he always had the best stories. And one of my best memories with him, and I'm kind of disappointed because I forgot the name of the places. He always told me about a place that sold, that prepared clam chowder. And he was like, really, he always lit up when he talked about that spot.
He enjoyed his food, man. He really did enjoy his food. Hey, Drew, invite Justin.
I already invited him, but yeah, invited you, Drew. But yeah, that was the one thing, like, that would get him off the game. It was either gonna be his wife's cooking, his grandbabies, or if they was going out to get some special food. That's
or he went to go see the newborn. Well, it was.
Oh yeah.
He was, yeah. It's his new grandbaby. He was so excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's always happy to talk about his grandkids. You could always tell in his voice how happy he was.
Oh yeah.
They go visit him.
He was either really frustrated or really proud.
Because they lived on what the East Coast, didn't they? The little kids, were they down south on the East Coast?
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was, I know that was the highlight of his year. He went to go and see them. He was, oh man, he was so
he
proud.
sounded like he was re-energized when he came back from that trip that time.
Well, unless you know, but he didn't like all the tofu and
Oh.
You remember that?
That's right.
They didn't eat
I remember
meat.
the
meat.
month that I did the vegan thing for a month, and he was just like, nah. That was the same time he went down, and he was like, nah, I'm not touching that.
God,
no.
he hated it. He was just like, I was starving. It was hot.
I remember he specifically said the dog was looking pretty tasty after a while. I remember that. The dog was looking pretty tasty.
I remember he actually called me like the third or fourth day they were down there, and told me, he's like, yeah, I had to sneak away and get a couple real burgers. It's like these bean burgers they're trying to feed me are just not doing it. Oh man, definitely you know, a throwback person. He wasn't gonna buy the new age philosophy of living and whatnot. The funny thing is, I mean, I guess I got another one to go into, like the cooking thing. Him and his wife were having trouble like getting steaks and stuff at a restaurant and whatnot. And I kind of told them, you know, well, how are you ordering it? And they were like, you know, mid well. And he said they'd always end up like with pink, and you know, he does not do anything pink. Like the meat's got to be dead. And so I told him one time, you know, I was like, well, when you go there, order it mid well, no pink. And he come back to, like a day or two later and it's like, hey man, that no pink shit worked. It was like they actually cooked it right. So.
And Ryan was like, "Oh, that's disgusting."
Yeah, I mean,
because Ryan likes his meat mooing still on his plate, still wiggling from being cut and all that.
Oh, trust me, they questioned, like, they both, him and his wife, like when we had that first cookout, they both like were watching and talking about what I was doing, and it was like, don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you. I do this for a living, you know.
It's like, this cannibalism that you got going on, Ryan, is a problem. We need to talk about it.
Telling you. What's going on, Justin?
Hey,
AKA Scotty. There you go. Your government, you don't want them coming after you, huh,
Can't nobody see
Justin?
you on the stream. Can't nobody see you on the stream. Anyway.
Oh,
Government
Scotty.
looking for you.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't that famous.
Ah! Oh!
You Union Uprising, see this behind it.
The rebellion.
Can't be snitching on the wire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Fair enough.
So, when did you first meet Atomic, Scotty? Like always.
I argued with him before. I mean, we said that he had stories. We haven't mentioned that one, but we told.
Yeah, we need to,
Right.
this story needs to come out because it's been talked about and it's been waiting. So
Go for it.
I remember that one.
are we talking about those? Oh, yeah, you might not want to bring up those stories.
Oh. You said cold cases.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
He's really protective.
You can't talk about his mom, you can't talk about his wife.
Nope.
That's right.
Yeah.
I wish he had some of his family on here. I mean, I know Ryan said he met him personally.
Yeah. Yeah, to know his extended family, his wife, like who married Atomic. That's who I'd like to know.
Who dealt with this? No.
I know, right? Best lady in the world, that's who.
She's actually, to be honest, she's actually just like him. Like she's
Is she?
really down to earth. Like she. No, she
Because
doesn't.
she played
Like
PlayStation.
the funny thing is
Sounded like Huey.
No, so I mean, I can kind of relate to some of these things. So his wife, she likes Big Brother, big time. You know, obviously me and Atomic relate really well because we both cannot stand that god-awful show. And we would both be reminded every night that show is on to come and watch it, and we'd both be like, no, and end up playing some kind of game together. But no, what I'm saying is like when she like her, you know, she's always, you know, helping, you know, willing to help, always there to listen. You know, same
Yeah.
thing. Like she kind of, you know, along with Atomic, you know, they both gave me advice with the situation was my father. Even prior to the whole cancer thing, like they tried to get me to do the right thing. And, you know, me being me, hard-headed, you know, I did it the way I did it, and you know, but you know, they're both really good people, you know, not somebody, you know, obviously as we can tell, there's a bunch of people that cared for him, you know, and he cared for everybody his own way.
Yeah, I mean, because I mean, like I say, he was always a good dude. Like I say, he was always there to help, you know. And I just, you know, he was one of the people that I really just I respected him, even though we disagreed about a lot of stuff outside of games.
Yeah.
Games, we pretty much agreed on everything, but outside of games, oh man, we disagreed about so many things. Justin will tell you, we would get into it, boy. But oh yeah. Look, man, did nobody put a gun in your head, all right?
You get it?
Justin
Politics would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
you get it on
Jacob's like
politics,
very
and it
centered
was-
about politics. He's kind of like hyper logical about all politics, and Atomic was like, "No, I don't care. I don't care." It's
Well, I know.
He was just great.
That was.
Yeah.
like I want to sleep.
Yep.
No. Right. I was
Oh,
like,
you know
wrap
it.
it up my ass.
And see,
Hey,
that's the thing,
y'all.
man. That's what made it great, man. Because you could argue with him till the cows come home, and the next day, you right
Man,
back at
Jacob,
it, playing
we
the game
playing?
with him.
What we playing?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember I spoke with Drew about this, you know, a while back when Tommy got sicker and he was kind of away from the game for a little bit. It was like, man, I really wish we could record him telling his story.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Stuff in the world, we could hear him say his stories and like, because there's always something crazy. And it's, you know, he was that no nonsense type of dude. I know he was real. And
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't even know what he looks like, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I have an idea what I think he looks like. And I don't want to do it otherwise.
You would be
Yeah,
wrong,
don't-
sir.
I had to guess. I tried to guess the other day. I had to guess the other day.
Oh, this should be funny.
No.
Tell me what you think
What do you think he looked like, Justin, by his voice and
Yes.
his attitude and
Oh,
stuff?
I want to know so badly.
I don't know. I think he's kind of a little bit on the bigger side.
Mhm.
Hair, beard,
Ooh.
maybe a ponytail. He got like some tattoos. Nothing crazy and stuff like that.
Dang, Justin's not far off. That's really bad, but he is not far off at all.
Stuff like that. If you ever seen the show Ozark on Netflix,
hmm
Yeah.
No tattoos, no ponytail.
No ponytail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
yes,
could've told you
you're
that.
pretty
No
dead
tattoos
on
and no
though, pretty much
ponytail.
everything else. The gray beard,
Probably
you
not
right?
a ponytail at a
Yeah.
time.
When I said it yesterday. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Ryan.
I got pictures, by the way. I'll
I would
show everyone.
actually, instead of like t-shirt tucking him to, it was more of a, what do I want to say? Like a Sopranos type. He'd have more like athletic, he'd have a t-shirt. It was like with some track pants or some shit on. So it's like Sopranos type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like-
you got a gold chain open.
I was just gonna say like early '80s LL Cool J, but
Oh.
without all the chains and shit. You know
Oh
what I mean?
my God.
Like the '80s style gangsters type stuff.
Golly, that's hilarious.
That's great. That's great. I mean, that's what I mean, man. Just the fact that this man touched so many people through something as mundane and innocuous as gaming is really
That's
special
special.
when you think about it.
Yeah.
That's impressive, and that's really the power of like say this thing that we call gaming. The fact that we can meet somebody so many miles away and he had such an impact on all of our lives.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
in
like-
my case, so close and not even realize it.
Right?
Right. You know, just
Whoa, who was that? Who's so close? What's close?
he lived in the middle of Michigan, and I live in the pinky of Michigan.
Ryan lives in Michigan too, so you can
you're
tell him where.
closer to where? Like
Traverse City.
Oh, okay.
Traverse City, Cadillac, Manistee. I live in the middle of all those.
Man.
Yeah. We call it EFB, East Effin' Buddha.
Well, dang.
Yeah.
Getting up there, but not quite all the way.
Yeah, he... Like I said, he never stuck to just gaming. He turned everyone into a family member.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Oh my gosh.
When you turn back, he'll be behind a tree. He'll be gone. He'll just be gone.
Ryan's never gonna be seen again.
Oh
man.
my god.
Like I said, General Motors, it could be anybody.
Oh yeah.
I would hope.
mean,
I
my
hope that Ryan
grandparents
comes.
both work for GM too, so I mean.
I hope that Ryan can come back and tell us that he's seen that guy that Atomic used to tell stories about. That used to be his friends from when they was kids up to adults.
Yeah.
Man, if that dude is there, I know he's gonna do something crazy if he's there. So it'll be the guy who was
The one
Atomic
that
buddy
he
who
had
I can't
multiple
get up.
stories.
yeah, just
The one
dude
that
who-
went
remember
to
the one who got
Canada.
kicked?
What in the world?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
deported him out of they kicked him out of Michigan. They paid for him to leave. That guy.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm glad that you did.
What the hell?
That's right. There's some skeletons in the closet. You know about it.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm glad that you did bring up the thing me and you were talking about recording them a while back, because I was like, we definitely did need them stories. I was like, we could always look back at these stories and be laughing about it. The stories it was always a new story. And like I said, it was just hilarious. He's a good dude. Yeah. Same one. He wish he'd spend more time with him. That's why I wish I would play Conan with him, because I would always jump in his party and be like, hey, I'm gonna play. I was like, I got Conan. I was like, I'm gonna play it with the need you to show me the ropes. He'd be like, anytime. And I'd be like, all right. And you know, I'd go on about my business, and every time I'd see him, I'd jump in. He'd ask about my baby and stuff like that, and we'd chat a little bit, and then I'd go on about my business.
Yep. Yeah, that's the
great
only
guy.
reason I downloaded Conan was for him. He was just like, I love Conan. I was like, all right, Pop. Sounds like I'm downloading Conan.
My days of Conan lasted 2 days.
Oh Lord,
He was like,
I'm telling you.
And the funny thing is like the week before, he definitely made it a point. Hey man,
I'm gonna
they're
kill
giving
Jose.
Conan away for free.
Sorry.
They were like, yeah, we're gonna give it away for free, and he's like, you should come play. So I gave it a chance, and you know, everything was good until I said something about the base. Like I was just talking about it, just talking to Atomic as he was like trying to teach me about the game. And one of the guys in there, I won't say his name. If he happens to see this, he'll know who he is. But
Oh my god.
the guy proceeded to go off on me and tell me to stop bitching. And I literally asked, you know, I wasn't really bitching, I was just stating. And he's like, just attacked me again, and I pretty much told Atomic, like I gave back Atomic's items he had given me, and I said, well, it's been fun playing with you, and you know, he was kind of mad that I didn't play, but again, you know, anybody knows, Atomic knows me very well, that, you know, ain't nobody gonna tell me how to play my game, unless they buy my shit from me, so there's
Even
that.
then, I see that not still
But
going
he-
well, considering it's.
I mean, he definitely, you know, Atomic being Atomic, you know, he was like, come on now, come on, and, you know, I was just like, nah, dude, I'm done. Like, I play this game I got this game to play with you, and I'm not gonna listen to this dude tell me how to, you know, play the game. So therefore, you know, like, he really didn't think I was joking, but I literally gave him his stuff back in his box and had deleted the game all in just, like, a 2-minute span. And,
Yeah, it sounds
that
like you.
That was the life of Conan.
Atomic was it's probably kind of like, all right, well.
I
it's
tried, man. I
Ryan,
tried
man.
with old Conan, man. The frame
It's
rate threw me
Ryan.
off.
Yeah, I just can't. I mean, but I mean it is me, but I mean, I only got to play with him because you know that was the game he was playing. Like you know, I had to talk to him a lot, and it was like shit. The only way to talk to him is play fucking Conan. So I thought,
Telling you,
okay,
man.
maybe, but you know,
Atomic
Life
would get
is
you to
life.
play some games you just wasn't about to play, man. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I had no
You'd be
interest
so
in Killing
into
Floor
it.
2 whatsoever. None. Zero.
No?
And I
That's
downloaded
it.
Killing Floor 2 to play with Atomic.
Yeah.
And, you know, and it was fun. It wasn't fun because I liked the game. It was fun because I was playing with Atomic.
Yeah. It's because whenever he play a game, he get all into it. It become his life or whatever game he's playing at the time. And you have to get into it. He's telling you about it. And if you play it, he gonna try to
He'd be
teach
like,
you
come on, come on.
everything about
Come on.
like about the game.
Right?
I love that tank game too. I don't know if anybody ever played it.
Oh,
The
War
World-
Thunder.
Was that the one?
There was War Thunder and then World of Tanks he played.
I mean, he played all of those, but the one he
Bless you.
played, it was before Conan, like, and before he got like. Back
I think
in
we have it
the
written
GTA.
down. I can't remember what it was called offhand, but yeah, we wrote it down. It wasn't World of Tanks or it wasn't World of
Well, I
Tanks.
went
and it
through his
wasn't,
list
War
of
Thunder.
games he played, and I remember there was 2 being it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's played all those, but I'd have to do the same thing. I'd have to do the same thing.
When he would play Crossout, I never downloaded and played it, but he would just go off on that game. He'd tell me
Yeah.
the craziest stories. He'd be
Crossout
like,
was the one.
yo, what? This guy's making me so mad. I'm gonna just make my whole vehicle filled with gasoline. So
Yeah.
when they run into me, they just blow up now. I'm sick of it. So he starts suicide bombing people in that game. I'm just like, oh, alright, calm down now. It's like, nah, I'm not
Yeah,
putting up with these kids no more.
Yeah, that crossout game, I remember I went and watched him. I see Cher played it, and I was watching. He's like got this economy all down packed with it. He know how to like, he like doing stocks in the game, and
Yeah, he was
buying
telling me about
gas.
that, yeah.
He like buying gas cheap and selling it high. And I was like, what in the world? And I was like,
Oh.
dude, you telling me way too much. I can't play this. I was like, it's real life right here. He's like, you gotta buy it when it's low, sell it when
Because
it's
he
high.
did
Like,
that stuff in real life too.
Oh, that's the same thing he did in No Man's Sky too. You know?
Oh my god,
I was
that
like, I can't
game.
do this.
He tried to get everybody to play.
No Man's Sky. Oh man.
You knew all the tricks, boy.
I'm gonna save a couple for. I've got a couple guys that are probably gonna be a little later, but I'm gonna save a couple of the stories for when they're around because they're definitely gonna relate to. Like, they're more of like the sports and like Call of Duty end of it, and I mean, the one guy is basically like they were really close friends, but I mean, I guess the only reason people like say me and Tom were close to is because, you know, we live so close and, you know, we actually did meet and whatnot and all that. So,
Sorry.
we have cookouts and whatnot, but those two were really close. But they have endless Call of Duty stories that they could tell you, because obviously that was. So like, I guess we met definitely just before like PS3 came out, so it was really back before like even having a mic was a thing. So knowing somebody in like a video game industry was basically like through like a forum basically. So everybody's, you know, character or whatever was just basically like, you know, typing at people, and that's kind of how we originally met. And then, you know, when the mics came out and we moved over, it was, you know, obviously from there, but.
Right. That's dope.
Stop moving, Darth. Oh, never mind. Don't stop moving.
Well, do we got anybody else that we need to cycle through that's around right now?
I'm not sure. Every time I click out of it, it stops the stream, so I try not to do it as much as possible.
Let Ryan do it, and then
Well, I mean, I'm looking, but like she's definitely gonna have some of like.
Yeah, I'll look in a minute since I'm in the tank here.
I mean, there's people like I would like to get in because
Are Greg and Nicole on?
I will check.
Where's Greg and Nicole? They're not on.
yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Let me check.
Let me send them an invite real quick.
Alright, I can jump out and let y'all pull some people in. I'll be watching y'all back on the stream again.
I'll jump out too because
I gotta. Send a message in the Conan chat and see if anybody else wants to jump in and let me know, okay?
Let's say peace, Mr. Atomic.
Who's still here from Conan chat?
I don't know. I can't look at the party right now. I'm pretty oh, maybe Jose left already, right?
We got in here. It's nobody.
Okay, hold on. Oh my god, not on the wire, bro.
I heard you last night. Yeah, you were hitting that pin a lot, whatever you were doing.
Oh yeah.
Hey, don't be snitching on the wire.
Good lord.
Every 10 minutes.
It's legal here, bro. You can snitch all you want.
That's right. That's right.
Welcome
So
to
we
Michigan.
just gotta sit here in jealousy then, I see.
So, no, okay. Right.
Yeah,
I actually
right
just
now
got
with you on stuff.
I know this doesn't pertain to what we're here for, but I actually just got a phone call from the fucking manager. The coolers went down over the night, and I had to take all the food out. They literally want me to come in on my day afternoon and work for like 4 hours and like redo everything that they lost. I'm just like, okay, yep. That's gonna be fun. But I'll send out a couple invites. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna show up. I wish he would, but I've got one out to Quinn.
I know one of the guys was waiting, but he had to go.
He kind of took it. He was kind of shook up last night about it. He got real quiet.
Quinn, I ain't heard Quinn in forever.
He got kind of quiet afterwards, so.
Oh, cute, right.
Let me see if he's gonna check a different stuff. Maybe jump out real quick.
No, I just realized, Saudi, while I'm disappointing myself with all this getting into D&D, I could have really made that dude get into that game with us.
Oh, Atomic?
He could have been our ornery little wizard that's trying to reprimand us for all the bullshit we do.
we would be in so much trouble if he was in there. Just be like, no, we're not gonna do that. That's wrong.
How long was Thomas and his wife married?
What was it, like some 30 some years, maybe?
It was a long time.
No, it's
a long time.
They were married for a while.
It's been a long time.
Mud's really trying over here.
He is. Yeah. He is, no, Mud, side note, Mud came in with his plane. I was running. He picked me up with the side of the plane and dropped me in midair. I don't know how he did that, but it was very irritating.
Oh man, Jose's over here now too.
I know, I've been trying to kill him for a minute too.
Oh no,
I have these weird grenades.
Smoking.
I can't shoot him properly.
It's gonna end up being the longest stream we've ever done. I can feel it.
Yep, we're done. Huh?
So this is gonna end up being the longest stream we have ever done. Oh my god,
That's because we're waiting on people.
Bruh, I'm playing Days Gone and this bear literally killed one of my enemies for me. Like, we just straight mollywop the homeboy. I'm just like, oh my goodness.
I love it.
I've seen Terry put up a clip where he was fighting a bear.
If you want to live, I would bail.
But.
Has some new update come out on Elder Scrolls too?
Sorry?
Has some new update come out on Elder Scrolls?
They just dropped the Elsewhere DLC. I want to say a month or so ago.
Yes.
I'm getting ready to get that here. I want to say at the end of this week.
Oh, Ryan, now that you back, I was gonna ask you.
Hold on.
How long?
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait. Finish. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, how long? Do you know how long Thomas and his wife has been married?
About 30 some, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying. 30 something.
Ah.
I
Do you
want
know how
to say,
they,
like, I want to honestly say that they were married somewhere between, like maybe longer, maybe even longer, maybe 40.
You know how long? Do you know how they met or anything? That seemed like some interesting stories because I ain't never asked him. It would be if you know it.
I think he's told us, but
That's
To
what
be
I'm saying.
honest, I
don't-
think he may have said something. I just don't remember. I mean, obviously,
he
it's
was
something,
telling us
you
about
know.
this other girl, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna throw my man under the bus because I know where
I
this
know,
is going.
right?
No, that's
Wait,
not what
throw
I
him
meant
under
by
the
other
bus.
girl. Jeez.
He's saying
I'm
before.
saying that he
his
chose
wife, you know?
her. Yeah,
I
like
know,
this has
I know.
nothing to do
I'm
with.
saying, like, but I've actually heard stories of, like, just before they were dating, or maybe just as they met kind of stories,
Oh.
where, you know, I'm not gonna, like, you know, I know he isn't the type to be, you know, do some extra stupid shit that, you know, I've done in my life, but, you know, they definitely, you know, obviously were happy, and, you know, I praise anybody that can make it that long and be happy. I mean, I know they always had, you know, there was always quirks, there always is, you know, life is life, you know, everything's not always great, but, you know, being in a situation I was in, you know, it was kind of like, you know, I had to, you know, I talked to her to make sure she was doing okay, you know, because sometimes Atomic just, you know, would try to feed you a lot of bullshit, and I don't think he realized that my form of way of finding out was just to ask her, and she's not going to tell me some stupid shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she's going to tell me what's going on, and then I'm just going to bust his ass out, and then, you know,
Darth.
there's that, but,
I tried.
I could definitely, you know, I could probably ask her and find out if, you know,
Yeah, that'd be an interesting
if
story.
we want to add it to, part of it.
I'll
Yeah, we
just-
do the final cut.
Yeah, I can text her and have her send me a voice message if she wants to do that, or I can call her, but I don't want to bother her too much right now.
Right, I just kind of, like, you know, left her alone. Like,
Yeah.
Let her deal with family for a few days.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you knew, because I mean, yet again, it'd be something interesting because I never, that's one thing I never heard from. Like I said, I heard a bunch of stories, and I know he had way more, but I didn't never ask him how him and his wife met, or.
I feel like it'll be
anything like that. I
cool
mean,
hearing her version of it.
yeah, it'd be cool to have known both versions. That'd be
Yes,
hilarious.
both versions of the story. I don't like the one-sided part, so I'm like, really, Jose?
Okay, so I'm gonna invite somebody. They obviously don't know the situation yet, but I just remembered that I have not talked to this person yet.
Oh no.
And I actually met this person through Atomic, so it's kinda, it's just so everybody's aware of what's gonna probably happen if he shows up. But I do, like I said, I do have, and while we're kind of at a lull, and this is all probably going to get edited out, I do have a couple people that said that they were out with family and whatnot, if they did want to be a part of it. They said they'd be a little later.
Yeah. That would be nice.
I don't want to keep up everybody all night. Obviously now I have to go to work tomorrow.
Is any Atomics Conan people in
Oh God,
here?
run,
Nobody
run.
in here.
Oh.
Conan.
They already
I'm
came
getting
through.
out.
I was
Oh,
going to say
Nope,
the
nope,
Conan people
nope,
were
nope,
basically
nope.
the CGA people.
Nope.
Minus
Okay,
a couple. But I
because I
mean,
wanted to
obviously,
see
You wanted to see what?
his I want to see Atomic's little. Like I said, I just call it a server. Just what he was working on in his Conan game.
you would definitely have to. We could get you hooked up with Jose if you wanted to do all that.
Yeah.
They're definitely putting together some stuff, so.
Okay.
Oh! I don't even without weapons. What's going on here?
Like I said, I mean, you might not have been in. Yeah, you were in here for some of the GTA stuff. I mean, like I said, I've got known, like as of right now, things that I know of for fact that we've covered that he played, or like we've talked about, has been Bloodborne and Dark Souls. We have actual like broadcast and edited video of him helping. For some of it, his voice, like, I didn't hear his voice, like, he must not have it shared. I know a lot of times he didn't. So,
I'm sorry.
I mean, you're gonna hear probably somebody talking and him not answering, but he's there.
Yeah.
We've got footage of that. We have, like I said, I have a GTA, like, tutorial on how to do the Base Invaders mission with just me and him, like how we did it with just the two of us.
Yeah.
And never, like, died or anything. That was like pre-PlayStation 4, so like all the recording and all that was done off like the PlayStation 3. I don't even remember how I did it back then. So I don't even know if there's actual audio or not.
I know you have. Do you have any audio of you and him playing Warframe?
I don't know if there's any audio. There's definitely probably some footage of me playing Warframe that I have. I definitely have Madden games of us back and forth that may or may not have audio. I have some baseball. We're looking for Call of Duty, obviously like zombies or like co-op, whatever we did, multiplayer. I'm kind of looking for that. I know Jose and Mud and all them, they have Conan and GTA stuff.
Does anybody have Spanky as a friend?
Yes.
Yes.
I have not seen him online. I've tried to get a hold of him.
Yeah, I just talked to him maybe about a half an hour ago. He said he was on his way home from work and he'd like to join.
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and send him the...
Yeah, I definitely sent him. I've sent him an invite. But...
Okay. I'm gonna jump out so the room is more empty for people.
Okay.
So.
Thank you. Thank you guys for coming.
Alright.
Yep.
Alright, sure.
I'll let you.
Bye.
And then when I see him come online, baby girl, I'll send you a message.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Oh, I said he joined. He's in the actual like chat that I sent out to everybody. Everybody's joined, so.
Is he?
Yeah, it said he's like joined, but I mean, I'm assuming that's probably.
Jacob, did you text Greg and Nicole?
Yeah, I'm gonna send them another message. No, and then they're probably at work. So at least Greg is. Not sure though.
9 o'clock? Kinda late.
Walmart.
I'm just saying it's kinda late for one or the other not to be on.
Yeah.
I mean, doing these missions isn't even the same right now. I'm like getting kind of like sad just doing them. He's having Atomic here just talking and delivering shit.
I'm sure I got kicked off because I have to keep checking the list and checking to see if people.
He wouldn't even drive the cars. He would just bring out Mr. Boomy, and then get distracted.
My Deluxo's missing. I can't find it in any of my garages. It's not at the police station.
Check to see if it needed to get repaired.
I
Morph Mutual doesn't
wondered
have
that
it.
too. I was
where
like,
the fuck?
where do you keep it normally?
Where do I? At my nightclub. It wasn't there.
Huh.
So I bought the one with all the parking garages.
I like how they come out with a casino now. What is it, like 6 years later?
I've been. that was a thing that like appealed to us way back in the day when we were playing.
Yeah, that's what he was waiting on.
I always wanted one as soon as it came out. I would still be on there to this day. Like at least just to go to casino, nothing else.
Oops.
Well, you can, no, I mean you can't ask him now, but the both times I've quit this game is because I got tired of waiting for that thing. I'm just tired of all the random dumb shit that I would do.
I remember that.
Yeah. I got bored with it eventually, yeah.
Yeah, I mean I got bored with it. And I told him I'm like I'm done with it, dude. And eventually he followed. But like he gave it up for a while, but then he got back on it one day, and then that's where he met Jose and Mud and all those guys. Next you know, he's got me back on it. Yeah, I don't know, got bored with it again. I don't even know. I don't even know why I'm on it. Can't even really play it. Keep looking at all these goddamn screens.
Oh, Jacob, did you bring up old Oprah?
Oh no!
Did I bring up what now?
Oprah.
Nobody, honestly, nobody has brought it up until you right there. Like that's the first time I've heard about it.
Atomic and old Oprah, boy.
That was the running joke right there.
That was Atomic's girl right there, old Oprah.
Yeah, he's ready to lose it all. Well, boy.
I mean, in his mind, he was about to gain it all because he was going to take her money. You see?
Yeah.
Hey, he said with or without, though. He said with or without. He, it was Oprah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he meant that. I don't think he meant that.
I think he did. He was serious. He wasn't joking. He won't laughing or nothing. He was serious.
He would get so mad at us. He'd be like, Oprah don't like your kind. Oprah won't. She's not gonna go for you, Atomic. He's like, you guys be quiet.
So him and Stephen will be chilling out together. Him and Stephen will be chilling, boy. Let Oprah do Oprah.
Tripping.
Damn, Mud.
Right?
Trying to see our old chats from back then when we was laughing and him was laughing about old
Come on, Jose. What's up with that? What's up with that garbage?
I was using my alien gun, man. I wasn't here trying to kill anybody.
My alien.
Oh no, I meant whoever knocked me off the.
Oh no, that was Mud. That was definitely Mud. Mud was shooting his alien gun.
Oh yeah, no, that was fun. Yeah, no, we're all just messing around.
I just killed the driver of that poor bus. Oh well.
Yep. Nobody gets to go home now.
Well, you do. They just have to bring a new driver.
Or they can drive the bus
blew
themselves.
up the bus. They got to bring a whole new bus.
A whole new set of people.
And a whole new set of people. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah. Can't wait till at the end of this video we're gonna do a little homage kind of thing, a little salute. But that'll be fun.
Thought we were waiting to do that.
We are. We're gonna wait. I'm just once we put everything
Are
together.
you saying tonight?
No.
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 I was gonna say, 'cause I got off GTA. I'm not loading.
No. I was just stating it for people to know to stay around for that.
Well, I mean, I would have stayed on, but I mean, it's no point. Like every 13 minutes, it's just gonna kick me out anyway, and I really can't like enjoy playing it.
I know.
Like looking to see who needs to come in.
I know.
Yeah, I think we're just all really just being stupid and silly on here. We're not trying to.
Yeah, I know.
We're not doing anything.
I honestly, you invited me to that thing. I joined, and don't even know what happened.
He said, I don't
And the next thing you
know
the
what
next thing you know,
happened.
it was over. I was like, okay. I mean, yeah, I'm in a crazy state of mind right now.
Mhm.
Completely understandable.
Yep, same.
Those are right on top of us, but I don't see any of them. Oh, helicopters, that's why.
Yep.
Oh.
I don't see him at all.
Behind us. Oh, he's done.
Yep.
One crossing that bridge over there, and one coming up the road on the left.
Yep, I got that
Right
one.
here. You need me to drive over there?
He's roadkill now. No, he's roadkill.
What is that? Who is that?
That guy's up on a bridge.
I don't want to be where the train is. Hold on.
Yes.
Done.
Oh wait, he's dead now.
Mud went over there.
Oh.
Hey, we're in Atomic's favorite neighborhood where he collected his cars all the time.
Yeah,
the gang cars.
the Mexican cars, isn't that what it was?
Gang
like all
cars,
the
yep.
lowriders.
Right
and
around
The purple lowrider one.
He loved
He's like,
those.
you can make a profit off of those.
Yep, we would go and respawn them over and over again.
He made like
know
his
what?
first like $1 million off of those things.
You know what I'm gonna have to
did.
do, Saudi? I
What's
think next time we play like a D&D game, I'm gonna have to make a really old guy a wizard and base him off Atomic.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Things that Atomic hated.
Oh.
Can anybody name them?
I know.
Trump
hated.
Number
Trump.
45.
Yep.
Number 45 as one
Trump
of
was
them.
a big one.
Trump.
Yeah,
Trump.
that's number
He hated Trump.
Yeah,
Number one?
Republicans.
Yeah.
that was definitely number one.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's only
All you had to do
current,
was
though.
say Trump 2020 and it was on. It didn't matter what you said after that. That was
Yeah, but
war.
that's only current, though. I mean, that doesn't go back.
Oh, that's true. True.
I mean, Trump is definitely, yeah,
Tofu.
so like that, you know,
Hated tofu.
definitely,
He
so,
wasn't down with that vegan shit.
Yeah, when he
Like
had to eat it for
Atomic,
that
it
whole
tastes
week,
just
he
the
was on
same.
vacation.
No.
so, like, I obviously made a post and talking with a few people last night, too, so, in, like, the Football League forum, like, the joke was, they were like, yeah, you should ask if you can put a, Xbox controller in his casket with him, and I was just like, yeah, I know. I was like, he hated that shit. I said, what would be worse? Like, give me a Trump sticker and put a Michigan sticker on it too. Put it in there, wrap it on the controller.
I told
And then everybody's like, yeah, you're trying to be haunted for the rest of your life.
Yeah, try to create a poltergeist there.
I'm like, yeah. I was like, at least he'd know where the fuck it came from. I'm like, he'd know I was fucking with him.
He'll
But,
add something else he hates. You at that point.
I mean, he definitely, you know, he hated Xbox. I mean, he definitely hated Trump, but he hated all Republicans equally, I will say.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. I was like, Republicans.
That's the only thing I'm even taking out of whole politics, because everybody knows that me and politics just don't work. Like, I pretty much always left the party once that happened, because I already knew where it was going, and I don't get into it. But Yep.
Ow!
He really, you know,
Where did that come from?
he hates
Helicopters
Michigan,
above us, behind us.
the
He
college.
hates Michigan.
Yeah, he hates Michigan, the college, for sure.
Okay.
U of M.
Yep. Where'd it go?
You know, one time he told me, Darth, you should go on Facebook and type this up in your chat. And I was like, talk to him. I was like, is this all correct? He's like, yeah, now post it. And he's like, did Ryan say anything? I'm like, no. And he's just like, he will eventually.
Oh my god!
He'll know who that's from.
He got set up.
He had me go on there and be like, Michigan is trash, something about their last game and all this other stuff. And I'm like, Ryan's gonna know this isn't even me because I don't even do anything about sports. And he's like, nah, he might believe it. He wanted me to rattle Ryan's bones one time, and I thought it was fun.
It was funny.
Guys would be like, Michigan was fourth and goal and hit a home run.
It was like 2 years ago.
Fourth and goal and hit a home run.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Oh, man.
Good one. Yeah. I'll tell you, there's another thing he hated, especially when it comes to video games. So, he didn't always play MLB, but when he did, we played it like seriously. Like we'd play fucking 10 games a day sometimes. But he grew to hate Bryce Harper. He could not stand Bryce Harper. And pretty much after 2 at-bats of facing Bryce Harper, he never pitched him ever again. No matter what year it was, he would hit him every time. He just fucking hated Bryce Harper, and it was legit
Oh
because,
yeah, I remember he
well,
would make comments
going
about
into
that.
it, like I told him, I was like, I'll tell you right now, don't ever pitch me this pitch down and in when it's a left-hander. I was like, just don't do it. And once in a while, he would test me, and you know, most of the time he found out why he didn't do it, but. And it happened to be, you know, the first time we faced Bryce Harper, and you know, we played. He, you know, Bryce hit a couple home runs off the pitch, and he literally was like, "Fuck Bryce Harper" from one. Like, he didn't care. You know, pegging him every time. Didn't matter the situation.
Hey, Rhino.
He hated little squeakers.
Not
That's
much.
for sure.
Oh, he
he
hates
was-
squeakers.
He wasn't a fan of the squeakers.
No.
He hated squeakers.
I know
man.
something he also wasn't a fan of, but like Ryan said, we're not gonna mention it in good company and rile shit up right now. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god. I got on him one day and I was like, you should buy a Toyota. You can come visit me. It'll make it all the way here, not like your car. Oh lord. I got on to Conan the next day. He renamed all my animals. Rice Burner Killer. I kill rice burners. I shit on rice burners. I stomp on rice burners.
Wow.
American Muscle.
He's not into foreign foods, and he could care less for vegans.
Yeah. And he doesn't like bloody steak.
Oh, man.
What's your first memory, Rhino, of Atomic?
Well, my first memory of Atomic probably goes back to the GTA days, but I didn't know him that well then. And he was like, you know, he sounded like the elder statesman. And I'm like, there can't possibly be anybody older than me playing GTA. I'm 54, and you know, Atomic's 9 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't imagine that there'd be this really cool guy, 63 years old, playing GTA or years ago. But I'm like, wow, I really admire this guy. I mean, when I'm 63, I hope my wife will still be letting me play video games.
I mean, she already made the mistakes of allowing it already, so it's not like she can stop you anymore.
And she would go and buy him video games as a gift. I can't
She
remember
would.
which one
She would
it was,
buy
but I
him
remember one
cards
time
and everything.
He's like, she came down and she brought me this video game, and I was all
PlayStation
happy,
cards.
and she was happy.
Because
and I
she's
was like, oh
awesome.
my.
Mhm.
He was like kind of what I think of myself as like young and hard.
Mhm.
You know, I can keep up, swear, and keep up with the best of them. And you know, I'm thinking like this guy is like me. He's got no filter. Says whatever the hell he wants, and you know, it's I don't give a crap what you think.
Yeah.
I liked him right from the beginning, and I think playing Conan together and other games together, you know, he and I had a really great friendship. You know, sometimes we fought like cats and dogs, and we had different opinions, especially politically, but it didn't really matter because deep down, you know, I loved the guy, and you know, he was reliable. You know, we always were together, and really got to miss that.
Yeah. What's your funniest / favorite memory of him?
My favorite memory. Well, there's actually two, but they ride along the same lines. Atomic would fall asleep on the mic.
It's like everybody's.
It's like the third person.
Yeah. Go for it.
He'd be snoring, and you could hear him be like Atomic was sleeping, like all of a sudden he'd snap to, no, I'm gonna have to fan out. Like, you were so like, no, I wasn't. And sort of that evolved into, it wasn't me, it was a Mark Spider.
Yep.
So I'm looking, I finally realized, you know, that, you know, one, he has no idea what he's talking about, but, you know, I'm like, barking spider's habitat is like Australia. There are none in Michigan, and yes, there are. But then I started playing in the background like Donald Trump. You calling for some wheels? I'm Wake up and the first thing you say was like, "Fuck Trump."
Sounds about right.
But the funniest memory was, and there were multiple people on the mic, and Matt was there, and we were trying to get Atomic to wake up, and we're like, you know, free food, free drinks, you know. I was saying, you know, make America great again. Nothing would wake him up, and then Matt goes, free lap dances, and Atomic goes, what? Where? I think that was the funniest thing I'd ever, in that line of him being asleep at the mic. I think that was the absolute funniest thing I heard in probably the time that I've known him.
Yep. The what where?
What where?
Mhm. I can't find my my DeLorean anywhere. I can't remember.
I'll give you one other funny thing along with the naming of his animals. Atomic and I in one server, we had a base, like similar to where we have our base now. And we put out a bunch of animals to defend against the purge.
Mhm.
And I remember coming on the next morning and I saw all the animals have names. Like the bears, the tiger was Detroit Tiger. Like the hyena was like UC Stripes Icy Dinner. And like and then I come across like the ugly animals and it's like Al's girlfriend.
There it is!
Oh,
There it is!
I come across like the pork chop animals, the warthog, and it was named Al's girlfriend.
Oh.
Then it was Al's mother, Al's
Wow!
Oh God.
He had the funniest sense of humor, and it was in a very subtle, like he was very subtle about it. It wasn't in your face. It was like, you know, he just did it. And
He had a moment of memory, and he was like, you know what? This animal right here. Yeah, he was something else, man. Once he didn't like a person, that was it.
Did he ever name it? Use the name anything with meats? Like his character
Yeah.
names or anything? Like, did he ever have like
A bunch of animals. He had a bunch of animals. Yeah, he had T-bone. He had friggin'
Yeah, so,
sirloin of something. Yeah.
So, like, I mean, I don't know if some people weren't here, like, that was, like, a staple of his. Something always, like, there was always meat in whatever he did, like, it was either sirloin or T-bone or cheeseburger, or I mean, he always had something.
I feel like he got traumatized in Carolina. And
No,
like after that, it just expanded
definitely-
his meat empire.
This goes back for years. What I'm saying is, he's more of the type, like, the reason why he never had a Facebook is because he didn't want people to know his name. He didn't want people to find out where he lives. He doesn't want, you know, and which is, I get it, but I mean, shit, where we're at in the world nowadays, like, I mean, I feel
You know,
like
a
if you
creeper will
don't,
show up when you give him your address.
well,
He didn't have one.
I don't think he had a Facebook. Yeah.
He didn't, but he did, because at one point we had, like, we were in a Madden league and
Ryan
it was
made him
required
one.
to have one. So I had to, yes. I mean, the man, let's face it, he could not use a fucking computer to save his life. You know, so I had to create a Facebook for him with all the information and sending all the information and make sure his wife knew how to log into it and all that. So, you know, he did have one, but it was only for,
I need to
like,
go there, Darth.
a football league
Football.
purpose. Yeah, you know, video game purpose. Like, that was the sole purpose to it. So,
Maybe what
yeah, he
Justin was
never-
saying about him. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Unstoppable.
Oh my
Lola.
lord.
From in spirit, right behind you. Yep. And he didn't like you. He didn't hide that either. He was like, oh, okay.
And I think that's what I like about him, because it's one thing to not like someone and let them maybe either walk on you or take advantage of you.
Oh, stop.
But he was like, you know what? I don't like you and I don't care.
No, and now you know that.
Look, friends in session, bud.
I really wish I would have known you
Yeah.
guys were doing it. Had this live on Facebook too, or tag people that
Oh my
aren't
God.
on it now.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
No, we're trying to figure
I'm
out
friends with Mud on
who's left from the crew that needs to come in and.
We're still at kind
I'll
of
ed-
like
I'll
waiting
edit
on-
out,
no.
you know, all the extra of it. Anything not him.
Yeah, and if you need room, I've already said my thing, so I can drop out if you need some.
You don't have to.
Yeah, we actually, Drew actually mentioned he kind of wants to see, like, because he's never played it. Like, I mean, obviously I didn't last long playing it, but he wants to see, like, what you guys actually built, like what he worked on all the time. I don't know if he
Oh,
downloaded it,
we
or
can
if
show
he
you
just
some
wants
pictures of
gameplays or whatever.
Yeah, well,
so
I'll share play with Drew.
we'll definitely.
Invite
Matt
him
told me
in.
you guys had it, so.
Invite David in.
You know what's funny? Is I don't think I've hopped on GTA since I got my pro. This game looks so ridiculous.
Isn't it pretty?
Doesn't.
I think we all are.
We were all a little retarded when we hopped back on this.
Yeah.
Dude, we were smacking into everything, running each other over, even though we weren't even trying.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
So
You know
so,
what?
so
I was
Jose,
in the
does-
car
does
with him
Mud,
when
does
you
Mud
did
not
that.
give his employees chairs anymore? You got these
Mud's a
workers over
slave
here
driver.
because they're sitting, but they got nothing to sit on.
Oh yeah, that
They
happens
squatting.
every now and then. Mud's not in here.
Jeez.
Mud's in the other party.
Yeah.
It's Mud's thing, so. I'm trying to get him. No, we're in town.
No, we're doing the money laundering one.
Why does my character always got a black eye?
Because we die a lot.
There, I sent a message. It should pop up on the screen.
I'm sure I've got
I'm
a
pretty
couple of
fast
black
with
eyes.
these things now. Don't worry, we had our little rumble in the jungle. We were just driving around, shooting and free for alling everything up there.
Yep, Jose killed
to
me a
get used
couple
to
times.
I killed Jose Mud a couple times.
From
but
Mud.
Jose killed me a couple times.
Mud picked me up with the freaking plane. With the wing.
Yeah, he was saying that.
He picked me up with the wing and just. I was so glad that I recorded that because that was. As much pain as that brought me, I think that was like masterful.
Okay, I'm your gunner, Matt. You wanna ride here? I got my car. I got my jetpack right here, so I can protect you guys.
Okay. Well, he's gone. He left me.
Nice, thank you. Thank you so much, Mud. I really appreciate you hitting me. Such a great friend. Thank you.
Okay, what all platforms are we live on right now? Twitch,
Facebook.
Facebook.
I know Facebook
YouTube,
for sure,
I think,
yeah.
but I'm not sure.
YouTube, Mixer.
Okay.
Where's Jacob at? Jacob know everything.
Okay.
Isn't
Yeah, Jake's the one that's doing all that.
Where y'all streaming from? What all y'all
This
streaming
is
to right now?
on Facebook, Twitch. What are we on? Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Mixer. Something else. Something called I keep D Live or some shit.
D Live.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the most heavily armored weed truck on the planet right now. I'm protected, heavily protected. Got a jetpack, got a jet bike, got a friggin' flying DeLorean.
Is the name 8-Bit Heroes on all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Are rockets in the budget?
What?
Are the rockets in the budget for delivering this weed vehicle?
No, it's kind of late.
Imagine that. They charge you for every rocket you shoot.
You don't do the budget, Saudi. I do.
What is the budget? I am so confused.
I'm a fucking idiot. Why didn't I not?
What are we budgeting?
We're budgeting rockets, apparently.
Oh. Being a criminal with a budget. Alright.
Okay, my jetpack started smoking because I hit a tree and 3 cars and a truck. No big
Well, of course it did. I was like, just a tree? But no, you kind of went left there on the other. What's going on? Why are we going down? Did you just leave?
No.
What? I'm sinking, and I don't know why I'm sinking.
Just drive.
I
He should
can't.
put you. No, he's not driving. That's all.
Yeah, we're just floating to the bottom.
Yeah, whenever somebody stops driving, the DeLorean just floats down.
Okay then.
Now I can see what you're streaming. So.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. I don't even know why I didn't even do this earlier. I just hosted. Like I said, this was rushed, and I was trying to figure out what we were doing. So.
I can't find my DeLorean either. What's it called again?
Deluxo.
Deluxo.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Was it blown up ever?
No. Not that I know of, but I'll call
If
the
it was,
insurance
it'd be
company.
Moore's Mutual.
Like, I can't find mine either. It's not anything. It's not Morse Mutual. Okay.
This is the car I use the most.
All our operators are on call right now. Please try later.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, Sadie.
Okay.
Underground.
You need something, huh? One of your rides?
The only person that's left a message asking if you can go watch this video on the phone.
Yeah, I saw that. And I didn't know what to say. So I didn't say anything.
He was asking what?
Wrong. He's asking, like, basically saying he's a, like, I'm assuming that one came from YouTube.
I got stuff to do.
But he was asking, like, if they could go and watch his videos and tell them what they thought. If he's trying to get people to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's basically like a spammer.
Yep.
Spammer.
Hey, come watch my videos. Come watch my videos. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. You okay?
Issues at home once again.
King of the Castle. No way. We haven't played a King of the Castle in a long time.
Ah!
I think.
No, I remember what y'all did to me last
like,
time.
Hold on, I remember this.
Yeah, no.
This.
I remember what y'all did to me last time. We're not doing this. I will not put myself through that.
There was everybody. There was
Jenny
grenades
blew
and
me up
rockets
like
and
4
bullets
times with those stupid grenades of hers. It was ridiculous.